Chicago is an exciting city with a lot to offer all types of visitors. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share 10 things to do in Chicago. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, we have SKYDECK Chicago. Start your trip by seeing the city from above from the SKYDECK Chicago. Located in Willis Tower, formerly known as Sears Tower, this is the tallest building in Chicago and offers spectacular views of the city. The SKYDECK also includes the Ledge, a glass square that protrudes from the top of the building. You can reserve tickets online in advance or get yourself a Chicago City Pass to save money on many of the paid attractions in this video. We will leave the link in the description below. Then we have the Millennium Park and Grant Park. Millennium Park is a popular place to explore, especially for first-time visitors to the city. Here you can see the Crown Fountain and Cloud Gate, also known as the Bean. At various times of the year, you could catch a concert here, or you can choose to take a cycling tour around the park. Another great place to visit in Chicago is Grant Park, located just a short walk from Millennium Park. Here you can find the impressive Buckingham Fountain, which performs a 20-minute choreographed display throughout the day from May to mid-October. The Field Museum is a huge natural history museum home to a permanent collection of fossils and dinosaur remains, with Sue, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, being the most popular site here. Sue is the largest and most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton ever discovered. Then we have the Art Institute of Chicago. Located in downtown Chicago, the Art Institute is arguably one of the best art museums in the USA. You can find famous pieces of artwork here, including artwork from Edward Hopper and Grant Wood, but also appreciate the incredible architecture of the museum itself. The art museum is also included in the Chicago City Pass. Extending out onto Lake Michigan, the family-friendly attraction of Navy Pier is another great thing to do when you are in Chicago. This is the perfect location to take a sunset stroll around, with the pier including a Ferris wheel, drop tower and carousel. If you don't fancy the rides, you can visit the Chicago Children's Museum, head to the Navy Pier Beer Garden, catch a show at the Chicago Shakespeare Theatre, or take a sightseeing boat. For another great view of Chicago, head to the 360 Chicago Observation Deck. You can enjoy amazing views from the encased floor-to-ceiling windows, whilst the interactive screens will help you find the city's landmarks. For a bit of an adrenaline rush, check out the Tilt, an area that allows visitors to hold onto handlebars at a window as the window extends outwards, tilting you above the city. Then, whilst we're in Chicago, take a food tour. Whether you wish to explore the food in one neighborhood, try the best food Chicago has to offer, or take a sweet tooth tour, there are plenty of food tours available in Chicago. We will leave some of our favorite food tours in the description below, but we highly recommend checking out the food scene whilst we're in Chicago. Chicago is full of amazing choices, including the popular deep dish pizza and the Chicago dog. Then we have the Chicago History Museum. The city itself has a lot of history, but this is also the place that Playboy was born and Al Capone once lived. Whilst you're in Chicago, spend at least a morning learning about the history of the city at the Chicago History Museum. For those that love shopping, head to the Magnificent Mile. Here you can find a variety of shops including Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Nordstrom and Tory Burch. Plus there are plenty of restaurants and eateries in the area, as well as some great hotel choices. Then for a real taste of Chicago culture, head to Wrigley Field, home to the Chicago Cubs. This is the second oldest Major League Baseball stadium in the country and offers an unforgettable experience for visitors. Try a mini deep dish pizza or Italian beef whilst watching a game and soaking up the atmosphere. If you can't catch a game, you could also choose to take a guided tour of the ballpark instead. Watch this video to find out the things to know before you go to Chicago. Then, to learn about how to visit Chicago on a budget, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the city and stay creative.